Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Real Madrid 5, Borussia Dortmund 2. And well, what a second half by Real Madrid, scoring all of their 5 goals in the second half. To be honest, that was probably one of my favourite games I've ever watched. I don't know why, I just really enjoyed that game of football. I don't know why. It was just crazy game, a crazy game. 7-goal thriller, and Real Madrid come out on top. Yeah, just an unbelievable game. Again though, I don't know why it takes Real Madrid so long to click into gear. I was saying in the watch along, I don't think Real Madrid have been very good this season. I don't. I think their results have shadowed their performances. I think their performances have been very, very average, and they've just managed to get the wins because of the players they've got. The likes of Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, them players can turn the game around. And, I think, again, in that first half, Real Madrid were not at it. And credit to Dortmund because people will say Dortmund bottled it. I don't think Dortmund did bottle it. I think everybody knew if Real Madrid got that next goal, it was going to be very difficult for Dortmund, and that proved to be the case. But I think you've got to credit Dortmund. They came with a plan, but then the second half they just got obliterated. But yeah, it's a crucial win for Real Madrid. If they would have lost this game, it would have been back-to-back Champions League defeats. And I don't know when the last time that happened was, but it must have been years ago. Like Real Madrid don't lose back-to-back games, and they haven't again tonight. Dortmund, I think are on 6 points, which is still good for them. Real Madrid are now on 6 points as well. But yeah, let's just talk about the goals because there is a lot to talk about. Borussia Dortmund take a 1-0 lead in the 30th minute. Daniel Marlin with the goal. Really good play by Geraci. I think Brandt wins it back on the edge of the box with a tackle. And Geraci, he kind of just holds off Rudiger with his strength. He then just lays it off to the right to Daniel Marlin, who fires it past Courtois. And Dortmund take a surprise 1-0 lead, but I don't think it was undeserved. I think it was quite a 50-50 game at that point. And Dortmund managed to take the lead. And then, like I just said, Real Madrid were not at it. And then 4 minutes later, it was 2-0 to Dortmund. Bino Gittins with the goal. Really good switch of the play. I think it's by Brandt again. Switches it to Ryerson. And the touch by Ryerson, I think, sets up this attack. The touch on the chest is out in front of him into the space. He then plays it to Marlin on the right-hand side. Takes on Mendy. Gets past Mendy. Puts in the low cross. Bino Gittins sprinting to the back post to put it into basically an empty net. For 2-0 to Dortmund. Vasquez didn't really know his surroundings. Bino Gittins snuck in. Put it home. 2-0 Dortmund. Real Madrid with it all to do. And they started off poor again, Real Madrid. Ancelotti clearly gave him the hairdryer treatment at half-time. But it's like I said at the start, we all knew if Real Madrid got the next goal, they were going to win the game. Like, it was just that. It was that sort of game. And that's exactly what happened. In the 60th minute, Real Madrid get the next goal with Rudiger. I think it's a corner to Real Madrid. They try to cross it in. Comes to the edge of the box of Valverde. I think he then plays it to Mbappe. Mbappe tries to take on the defender. The defender actually tackles Mbappe. And Mbappe could have easily let it go out for a corner. He could have easily let it have gone out for a corner. He didn't, which I think surprised a few of the Dortmund defenders, to be honest. He then just puts a wonderful whipped cross in Mbappe right onto the head of Rudiger. And, just like that, it's 2-1, 30 minutes left. And, I was thinking at this point, yeah, Dortmund, they're in trouble. 2 minutes later, it was 2-2. Vinicius Junior with the goal for Real Madrid. Modric slips it through to Mbappe. And you know what? It's actually a really good tackle on Mbappe. The defender of Dortmund is just so unfortunate that his tackle just falls into the path of Vinicius Junior, who just sticks it into an empty net. The tackle is brilliant. It's just unlucky that it just falls to Vinicius. There was a question of offside. I think offside was given on field, but you can clearly see by the replay, Mbappe was clearly onside. I think Ryerson's left leg was playing Mbappe onside. Goal got given, and then it really was, trouble for Dortmund. However, Dortmund had a really big chance to make it 3-2. Really big chance. I think it was Gracie with the shot. And it was a good save by Courtois. I can't remember what minute this happened in. But, if that goes in, anything could have happened. Crucial save it was by Courtois. Clearly, it was a crucial save in the end because Real Madrid clearly ended up winning. And then Lucas Vazquez in the 80th minute, making it 3-2 to Real Madrid. The turnaround was complete. Rodrigo does brilliantly to keep the ball in play. He then gives it back to Vazquez. He's actually quite a little bit lucky, Vazquez. I think he looked for the 1-2 with Bellingham, but it actually comes off the Dortmund player, which I think favours it. Vazquez then runs onto it, and he absolutely powers it past Kogel into the far top left corner. No chance for Kogel. Initially, I thought it went near post, but it went far post. He just rifled it in. No chance for Kogel. Turnaround completed by Real Madrid. You got to feel for Dortmund, though. 2-0 up at half-time at the Bernabeu. Not many teams have done that, but we all knew what was going to happen, really, in the second half, didn't we? And then the icing on the cake, Real Madrid making it 4-2. Vinicius Junior again with the goal. We may as well just give Vinicius Junior the Ballon d'Or. What's the point waiting until next week? He is by far, well, not by far, but he is clearly the best player in the world, Vinicius Junior. Like, if they give the Ballon d'Or to Rodri over Vinicius Junior, something is wrong. Something is seriously wrong. Listen, Rodri's a good player. Very good player, very important player for Manchester City. But come on, we can't be giving a CDM the Ballon d'Or. Let's not be silly. Vinicius has just scored a hat-trick, to effectively win Real Madrid the game. And, his second goal was just unbelievable. He basically ran from his own half, took on Sula, gets past him, takes a shot into the bottom right-hand corner. An insane goal by Vinicius. And then, to wrap it up, Vinny gets his hat-trick very late on. Kind of just bobbles to Vinny. And then shifts it one way onto the left foot. Sticks it past Kobel again for the third time. Into the roof of the net. And it finishes Real Madrid 5-2. What a second half by Real Madrid. Give Vinicius Junior the Ballon d'Or now. What a performance by Real Madrid. But again, the question I would ask is, why did it take so long for Real Madrid to click into gear? And I think that's the question Madrid fans are going to be asking. Yes, celebrate a great victory, a great second half performance, but the first half, I think Real Madrid were very flat again. I've watched Real Madrid a few times this season, and they just haven't looked at it. And that first half, they were not at it. But second half, they were absolutely astonishing. They were just brilliant in that second half, Real Madrid. And that is the Real Madrid we should be seeing week in, week out from minute one. Attacking teams, scoring the goals, especially with the attacking talent they have. But guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of the match. And let me know, guys, will Vinicius Junior win the Ballon d'Or next week over Rodri? I think he will. but it'd be interesting to see if you guys agree with me. But guys, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you later.